Hello. Chat. Today, I wanted to do a Black History Month stream. Um, Chat. I'm kind of late, but we're still doing one, man. We're still doing one. Yeah. Let me chat. My OBS looks like this. This isn't what the stream looks like, is it? No, it's not. Here. I'm sorry, chat. Let me see if I can fix this. I don't know why it does this. Let me fix this. Okay. I'm sorry about that, chat. Well, new moderator icon? Oh yeah, I didn't... Chat, look at this. Look at this. There's a new moderator icon. Is it on my... in my, chat overlay, on the stream itself? Does it show that? On my screen? I don't think it does. Oh, it does. Yeah, okay. But chat, I've got some stuff I want to react to. Hi, fellow Stickman. Oh yeah, I saw you in the comments. You also a Stickman. Yeah. There was something I wanted to react to. But wait, what's this? I wanted to react to something else, but David Baszucki did what? David Baszucki crying. Okay, chat, let's see this. I want to see why David Baszucki's crying.
On TikTok saying that David Baszucki...
Wait, 1 second.
Well, bad news, Roblox players. You see, Roblox announced that...
Yeah, I'm gonna hide my view
Roblox
stats.
players, we need to talk. So posts like this are going viral on TikTok
Wait,
saying that David
why
Baszucki is
is it-
crying because everyone's being mean.
Chat, my computer always gets so, laggy when I just, am on YouTube. It's so weird. But chat, I want to see this. David Baszucki crying.
Roblox players, we need to talk. So posts like this are going viral on TikTok saying that David Baszucki is crying because everyone's being mean to him. Here's the thing. The interview you see on screen is actually an interview from last year. It's before the HTech update, before the chat bans, and before the classic face drama. It has absolutely...
Of course it is. Okay. So it's all fake. That's what I thought. I thought it was AI. But it's fake. Chat. This is what I really wanted to react to. Roblox gave up. We win. I don't know what this entails. Hopefully something good though. The title it kind of sounds sad, but Creecraft looks like he doesn't look as sad as he does in this one or this one. So let's see this. Ben, react to Chains for Real? Well, I would, but Chains for Real is not family friendly. At all. In any capacity.
Roblox players, sit down, grab your popcorn. We have a lot to talk about in this video. Roblox responded to a lot of our complaints, and some of it's good. Some of it's going to make a lot of people really mad. So let's get into it. Let's start with the good news, okay? So Roblox was hinting that they were removing R6 avatars. Now, if you don't know what R6 avatars are, they're...
Okay, I thought they genuinely, actually said that. I don't think they actually would, though.
Basically the blocky avatar.
I don't think they would ever get rid of R6. That would be too much.
Anytime you see an avatar that looks anything like this is an R6 avatar. And, well, with all the drama going on right now and all the crazy Roblox decisions, people were afraid that Roblox was going to remove it. In fact, in this tweet here, Roblox says, our goal here is to move towards a single avatar system that can adapt to new enhancements. A lot of people were really, really scared that Roblox was going to do something really stupid. In fact, there...
I don't even know what to, expect anymore. Because I never thought they would get rid of classic faces, and then they did. So, you never know with Roblox anymore, bro. We're all cooked.
Were leaks that Roblox was going to do something really stupid. This is a quote from David...
They should stop trying to change everything on Roblox. People are, chat. Now people are playing, old games. Because old games are better. They're more fun. Chat, I got a 3DS for Christmas. I've been playing Pokemon Y. That's an old game. That game is almost as old as me. Probably as old as me. And it's still fun. It still holds up. And Roblox is kind of like that. Steal a Brain Rot. I know Steal a Brain Rot, a lot of people don't like it. And I don't like it myself. But, Steal a Brain Rot uses the Roblox studs. It uses classic Roblox, stuff. I don't know why... Why don't they just, like stick with the Roblox style. I don't know why they're trying to change everything to the metaverse.
Baszucki, the CEO, and he says, the future is everyone has a hyper-realistic avatar. It looks just like them. Nobody wants that, but that was a leak from, well, actually, it wasn't a leak. It was during
It is not Roblox. It's now real life, but goofy. But Roblox doesn't want it to be goofy. They just want it to be real life.
2022 earnings call with investors. Doesn't matter. That's what David Baszucki said. This was also a quote from that same earnings.
Do you all support Black Lives Matter? Well, I do think Black Lives Matter, but I heard like the actual Black Lives Matter group had some stuff going on with it, but I do believe that Black Lives Matter.
Call where David Baszucki says we expect 100% of users to be using layered clothing and that the future of the platform will be 3D clothing. Is Roblox going to be removing 2D clothing? And by the way, if you don't know what I mean by 2D clothing, I mean the classic 2D shirts, the classic...
Oh! He skimmed over... He skimmed over what was over there.
2D pants, basically what everyone is wearing on Roblox. Well, Roblox actually responded to my tweet. They said, no, we're not removing R6 avatars. Stay tuned for an update on this later today. Okay, wait a minute. What's going on here? So Roblox tweeted, they actually quote tweeted me, which is really funny. They said, it's true, we're clearing things up here. And then they have a link to this dev forum post here that basically says, 3 things. Number 1, we are not...
What they should have done, they should have just made a post saying, we're not deleting R6. We're sorry for the misconception.
Depreciating R6. Depreciating basically is just the corporate word for removing.
Then why say depreciating? Removing is already corporate enough. Depreciating? They're just trying to make everyone not read these articles. I don't even know, like, how KuCat finds these. No one reads these.
Say R6 is the...
This is the person that creates these articles. They use this avatar. Oh shoot, I always forget to put it in 1080p because YouTube doesn't do that.
The original incarnation of avatars that will persist even as the platform is built and evolved on top of it. Great. Okay, so they're not getting rid of our lovely classic blocky avatars. That's a huge W. They also say we are not depreciating 2D clothing. We will rationalize 2D clothing as part of our avatar ecosystem and keep the mechanics the same. Okay, so 2D clothing isn't going anywhere either. This is great. Roblox also released a video talking about that. So let's watch this video real quick. Let me turn up the volume. Here we go.
R6 avatars and 2D clothing are here to stay.
Okay.
Now, there's been a lot of speculation from old docs and screenshots, and I want to walk through exactly how R6 and 2D clothing fit into our avatar vision.
Okay.
First of all, R6 is a core part of Roblox's DNA, and
to be fair, classic faces were too. And we haven't gotten to that part yet, but spoiler alert, Roblox is still getting rid of them. Okay, so let's just start there. So were classic faces.
we're not removing the API. We'll keep supporting that classic feel.
Is this official Roblox? Why do they have like gameplay of like the worst looking obby I've ever seen in official Roblox TikToks? Why does Roblox even have a TikTok? Or is this X? This is an X short.
Even as we build higher fidelity avatars on top.
Okay.
Second, 2D clothing
We got official Roblox rants before GTA 6.
is not going away either.
This is off topic, but I really like this man's sweater. I gotta get that.
We're keeping
That
it
is a W sweater.
as a core part of our avatar system
Okay.
and folding it into the long-term schema, so it keeps working even as we modernize.
All right.
Finally, on classic faces, thank you for the feedback you've given. We truly appreciate it. And we're working to find the right way to enable more possibilities for users and creators while retaining the classic look and feel of Roblox. Roblox grew up on R6 and 2D clothing, and we're keeping that history. What we're doing now is retaining the look you know and love while opening the door for more expression, better tools, and a cleaner tech stack. Our hope is that this will give creators more ways to bring their vision to life
Okay.
on Roblox.
Okay. Well, let's start with the good news.
Okay, someone in my chat said, I wanted that guy to get it over with, but someone in my chat said, I don't really know how to feel because I usually use R15 anyway. I agree with you. I agree that, I also use R15, but I don't think that they should remove R6. I think most people use R15 because most games force you into it, just cause that's the default. But I think R6, like, in Roblox animations and stuff, looks better. But yeah, I usually use R15 anyways. I don't think it matters, though. I think you should be able to have both of them. I don't think there's a reason... Like, just because most people use one thing, doesn't mean they should get rid of the other ones. Especially because the whole community is gonna go insane if they get rid of R6.
they're not removing R6 avatars and 2D clothing. That's great. Now, you may have noticed that I didn't read the third point on this page, and that's basically because they say that they're still removing classic faces. Now, to be fair, what they do say is that the head comparisons shown are not the final version. So, as we all know, we have seen the new dynamic faces, like this one right here, and...
Oh, okay, chat. I was saying last time I made a video on this, but I was saying how they didn't look that bad. They didn't look that different. This looks bad. Like, the eyebrows are clearly, like... And this one, the eyebrows are way bigger than, the actual eye. But this, they're actually shorter. So this is the worst one I've seen.
They don't look great.
They weren't that bad, but that one, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, like, look at this. Where are the eyebrows? You know what I mean? Where are the eyebrows? Here's another one right here. The classic face on the left is getting removed.
Bro, there's no way. I did not see... Bro, KreekCraft, why didn't you show these in his last video? The ones he showed didn't have that much of a difference. This is like... This is different, bro. His eyebrows are just gone.
And replaced with the one on the right. Again, where are the eyebrows? I do not understand.
They should have a feature
another one right here.
For
Classic
creators.
face on the left getting removed.
These are actually terrible. They should have a feature for when creators upload their faces, where they can like request them to redo it.
Replaced with the one on the right, and it looked...
Roblox, how do you miss this? Do you even care or check? They can't check because they do it on like millions of faces. This is all AI done. So the AI did it. So even if the AI checked it, since the AI did it, it thinks it did it right when it's doing it. So yeah, they're all bad, but
it's like a kindergarten.
That's why these do it. These are like this.
With a crayon, it looks absolutely terrible. I'm sorry. And once again, look, I know I've already talked about this. Some of these faces look fine. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of these faces look fine. Like this one,
some of them look better.
Looks okay, and then some of these look absolutely terrible. Like, what the heck is going on with this one?
Well, okay. Yeah, that one does. Okay, that one does look worse.
That looks bad.
I think a lot of them look worse, but never by that much. And they're animated, so they're not stuck on this frame once. Like, maybe the mouth will be stuck like this, but it'll probably look more like this in most of the frames. Because they're animated. That's why they're doing this. Because the faces will, like, blink and stuff.
This one doesn't even have the teeth in the same spot. Like, what's going on here? And actually, speaking of the teeth not being in the same spot...
The ones he showed were way worse than these. These are like... Okay, this one's a lot different. I don't think it looks worse. It just looks different.
We got to talk about this right here. Because Flamingo tweeted and he said, I'm going to... myself. This is Flamingo.
Oh, he stretched that out. He made 4 sounds when there was only 2.
New face. On the left is the classic version that's getting replaced with the one on the right. And if we just take a look at this, you'll notice that the teeth are in the wrong spot. In the original version...
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Oh, this is chopped.
It's 2 top front teeth.
The mouth is cursed on the face. Ben, which one do you think is the worst? Probably the one where they remove the guy's eyebrows. This one right here. That's probably the worst one, I think. The woman, maybe the woman face. These ones are the worst ones. That one's, like, this one's bad, but it still retains the same, like, you can still kind of tell it was meant to be that face. This one is, like, this looks way different. And that one's terrible.
As we can see here, in the new version, it's bottom teeth. Like, it went from the top to the bottom. I don't understand. Like, I know Roblox says that...
If Roblox didn't update, they would get more money and we would be happier. Yeah, I don't understand. Why does Roblox update? Like, the community makes the games, not them. There's nothing for them to add that they haven't already added. It's already perfect. I feel like they just make problems for themselves to get people talking. I guess if Roblox didn't update, KreekCraft wouldn't be able to make videos anymore. He would just do streams.
These are a work in progress and that they're not final. I want to know what part of the process the teeth accidentally ended up on the bottom. Like, is this like an AI?
Well, it's just an AI.
I think, did whoever make these faces not know what the original one looked like? Like, I just don't understand how you can make a mistake like this.
It's the AI. It's just AI. AI gets a bunch of pictures and then compiles them. So if one picture's off, even if it's not off, it's just there's so many pictures, it'll mess stuff up.
Okay, they're working
I think they just have to redo it a few times and it'll be fine.
progress. You're still working on them. But like, why are the teeth in
But
the...
I agree with B likes the sting in the chat. I think that they all look mostly pretty similar. Like, I feel like if you're running around in Roblox, no one's gonna notice the teeth are like this. Because I didn't actually notice this until we actually, like, focused in on it.
complete wrong spot? At what part of
The
me
mouth
working
looks
on
weird. It does look like the outlines are a little bit sharper. But I think it'll look better in the actual game because it's gonna be animated. Like I've been saying, chat. They look bad like this because they're supposed to be animated and they're not.
process or the teeth in
It's
the wrong
like it's the difference of a painting of SpongeBob and then a random frame from an actual SpongeBob episode.
spot. I don't understand. Like, going back to this, it's like, how hard is it to just add okay, you're working on it, but like, where are the eyebrows? Why would you show this to us without the eyebrows? Put the eyebrows on it and then show it to us. Like, I don't really
Was
understand.
that his Discord or mine? I think it was his. Maybe it wasn't though, because I think I do have Discord open.
What Roblox
it
is
is
doing
mine.
here. Again, I want to reiterate, I don't care if Roblox replaces the classic faces with the new dynamic versions, as long as the new dynamic versions look exactly like the old ones. And some of these do, but a lot of them don't. Like, this one
Yeah.
has a 3D tongue on it. Like,
Bro, that's just like they completely changed it. Maybe that's kind of cool, but I feel like they should have the option to switch between it. Cause this is like a different thing. But that's kinda cool. It just you should have the option to change.
the 3D pierced tongue. It's frustrating because, again, and I've already complained about this, what's even the point of doing this? I don't understand. Just let us keep our classic faces and
Yeah.
avoid all the trouble of this.
They could just do both. I really don't understand. Why don't they just do both? Like, having the animated faces is probably way more expensive. I don't think anyone's getting hyped that they have animated faces either.
Like, I just don't understand why you're taking...
Usually I understand why Roblox does updates with this. I don't. Yeah, I don't either. Like, sometimes I can understand how they would maybe do something, even if I think it's a net negative and they should reverse it. I still understand how they did it. Like, with the Schlepp stuff, I really think they shouldn't have banned Schlepp. But I also think, like, there's a reason they did it. For this, there just isn't a reason.
all the time, energy to...
There's not a reason to delete it. There's not a reason to delete it. They're really losing money, because the face creators, they don't do the AI thing. You can't buy the face anymore, so Roblox makes less money.
to make sure all these faces are the exact same when you could just not do the update and not worry about this at all. Just let us have both faces. I don't understand, but Roblox seems determined to do this. We'll see what happens. We do have a little bit of good news. Roblox updated my face, and as you can see, here's the old version, here's the new version. It looks really bad, and
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I thought he was happy. No, the old version looks better. This looks like it's got joy in it. This looks like all the fun in life has been sapped out of this man's face, and he's only smiling because he has to.
And someone at Roblox, shout out to Eric Ferraro, hopefully I'm saying your name right. He actually responded. He said, thanks for flagging. We've reverted the update for this head. Please let me know if it doesn't look as expected. And now my Roblox avatar's head and face looks fine again. So Roblox is...
Why is that? His eyes are like so close together. I never noticed that. This doesn't even look like Pikachu's real face, because one of his eyes is underneath his face.
fixing stuff, okay? They are fixing
That does look, it looks better than the other one, though.
stuff. It's just, why go through all the trouble of having to fix all these when you could just not mess with them in the first place, and then you don't have to do that? Like, if it ain't broke,
Yeah.
don't fix it.
He should have said that in his message, instead of just Roblox fix their face.
It ain't broke, so why aren't we fixing it? I don't understand. And well, after Roblox tweeted all that and addressed all the elephants in the room, people were feeling pretty good. Roblox was talking with us. It kind of felt like Roblox was listening to us just a little bit. Like, okay, we're getting somewhere. We're good. We're starting to be happy again. And then Roblox tweeted this. Oh my God. Like,
No, bro. They're doing the AI thing still. Who's even gonna use this? Like, bro, Steel or Baynot, in Steel Baynot, all the characters were AI generated, but they were still human made into Roblox. Tung Tung Sahur was made using, like, an AI. But It was created in sealed brain rot with hard work, blood, sweat, and tears. I hope no one uses this. I hope this costs Roblox like $1 billion and no one uses it. And it doesn't get popular and no one ever makes a game with it that gets over 2 visits.
It's one step
And that those 2 visits are from the owner of the game.
forward, 2 steps back. Roblox tweeted saying that they're launching 4D generation. Basically, you can now AI generate stuff in Roblox games, and it's
Wait,
about
is it
as bad as you
Is it out?
would think it is. In fact, they're so excited and happy about this, they made 4 tweets on it. I'm not even joking. 4 tweets.
Roblox?
It's about as
Nobody is hyped for this, bro. Nobody is hyped.
an entire blog post. That's how excited they are about.
Please rate your ads experience on YouTube recently. Well, I'm hating these. I prefer the normal ads over these weird, like, questions. Have you guys been getting these questions on YouTube? These, like, it's weird. Awful. I'm gonna say awful.
About this-
I want the 5-second ad, not the weird, like, 5-question quiz.
AI
I
generation
get those on my TV, too. It's not even just, like, a desktop thing. I get them on TV.
stuff.
I
And
haven't got them on... do you guys get them on mobile?
oh my god, people are mad again.
That actually doesn't look that bad. I don't think it does look bad, but I just don't think, like, just make a game yourself.
I think
Roblox is, like, one of the top gaming platforms, if not the top. I think it is the top across platforms. If they just made people make it themselves, like, I feel like this doesn't make Roblox money. I think it makes maybe some game developers money, but they're not enlarging the player base by adding AI. In fact, they're probably shrinking it.
this right here just kind of sums up everything. So
So even if money is generated with this, it's money taken that would have been made on a human, that like, someone spends money on an AI game, that money could have been spent on a human-made game, but now it's an AI game. I don't think they're making money.
AI generated a frog that has he has laser nipples. Okay, the frog
Roblox themselves showed this?
has laser nipples, and this is what Roblox is showing us. I just want to show it again. He's shooting lasers out of his nipples. That's what's going on here. Roblox,
Wow.
4 tweets and a blog post.
Best AI ever.
That's how excited they are about this. It gets even worse when you look at the 3rd tweet in their little tweet stack here, because they're talking about completely AI generating Roblox worlds, and it looks really, really bad. Like, just I just want to take
This looks terrible.
a moment, and I just want to just take a look at this. Just look at that. Just look at that. I went through the tweet replies, by the way, and the only people I've seen that are excited about this are people that work at Roblox and also AI bros, which you all know what I'm talking about.
AI bros. Bro. Even if I was an AI bro, like, I think AI has its uses and stuff. I don't hate AI as much as most people. Like, I use it. I think it's a good tool. But, like, I also think it's gonna, like, probably have bad effects. But, like, this is just bad. Like, this isn't even a good AI. It's a bad AI that they're pushing way too much. Like, it's not bad. Like, it actually, like, the functionality of this is bad. This is not a good AI. This looks terrible.
About. And look, I don't know if having those people on your side is the greatest thing in the world. Just look at that. Just look at that. It looks really bad. Okay?
Yeah.
It looks really bad. It's terrible. It looks like those really dumb AI-generated Mario videos. And what's funny is
Bro,
that people
what?
at Roblox, they're posting this.
I've
like,
never seen these. AI-generated Mario videos?
yeah, this is
What?
sick. This looks great. This looks awesome. But
They
look,
decreased the monetization for 1K subs to 500. YouTube did? Is the watch hours the same though? I have 1K subs. I'm not even at tier 1 monetization though, because you just need watch time. Watch time's the most important stat on YouTube.
what they don't realize is everyone's laughing at how stupid they sound and look because it doesn't look awesome. It doesn't look great. It looks
Watch hours are 3,000. Yeah, that's what it. I still need 3,000.
terrible. Absolutely terrible. It just looks so bad. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, am I just being an extremely negative person here, or is this actually that
No,
bad?
you're not, bro. You're not. And if you are, it's justified because you have to look at this. Like, this is this guy's job. He has to do this, like, daily, maybe once every 2 days. He has to look at this. He has to look at this slop. That, like, this is his career. This is what he does.
And no, it's just that bad. I'm sorry. That's just what it's just bad. It's just bad. That's all it is. There's nothing positive I can say about this. Not a single thing.
This is literally actually terrible. There is nothing good about this. These stone bricks look bad. I don't know what this is. Is this supposed to be a tree? They AI generated, like, the Roblox character for some reason? Like, why?
It's just all bad. It's completely bad.
Like, look at Creepcraft. His ears are like flopping down. He's so sad. Well, someone said 7 viewers, and then they're just dropping like 5. It's down to 5 now. We've been maintaining like 4 or 5 though the whole stream. Chat. Well, that made me. I feel like that didn't make me more sad or more happy. It kind of evened out. But I want to also react to this. Skills everyone needs to have. And then the thumbnail says number 10 cleaning.
Skills that everybody needs. At one point in your life, you gotta know how to do these things. And for me, some of these skills are definitely still in development. I feel a little bit embarrassed that I don't know how to do some of these things, but you know,
I feel like, I don't know, there's probably skills I don't have. I'm not good at finding stuff. I can never find
what?
stuff.
It's all good. I got a lot of work to do. And once you get used to adulthood,
Oh. Why is it?
you definitely gotta know how to do them. One skill in particular that I've been trying to work on is cooking. It's an art form. You gotta know how to make food.
Chat, I've been doing cooking class at school. Culinary arts. I made,
somehow. If you don't know how to cook, well, a lot
I
of
did
shit
not
could go south.
unpause
to
the
say
video.
least. So
Chat, I've been doing cooking at school. I made, like, scones today, and they were good. They were chocolate chip scones. And they were good, but we didn't have any tea with them. So it's just dry scones.
being able to cook is a must-have. You don't have to be like the next reincarnation of Gordon Ramsay or anything, but at least knowing how to cook basic stuff.
But being able to cook, it's not that hard. Like, you can make an egg really easily. You can, chat, you can make a over medium egg just by, like, doing nothing. You just crack the egg. If you get it good, you just do nothing, and it works. Even if you don't crack it right, you can still just do nothing. Maybe you might have to flip it over, but, like, just oil the pan, crack the egg on there, and boom. You can cook.
Is important. DoorDash may not always be available, so being able to make food for yourself is a necessity. When you cook your first meal,
I can only air fry dino nuggets. I mean, air frying is something. I got a deep fryer. Chat, deep fryer is so fun to use.
Food might be trash at first. That's okay. It's a learning process. I'm definitely not on Master Chef or anything. I'm still a rookie. But cooking
I can make cake too. Yeah, baking stuff is very easy.
food allows you
All this stuff is like meat. But chat, culinary class, I also made a steak. And we made it, I think it was like well. It was probably about well. We tried to get it medium. But I think it was medium to like well. Medium well probably. And it was actually good. It was actually good.
to save money, especially because if you're
Probably like the best steak I've had. I haven't had that many steaks. I don't like steak that much, but that was good.
ordering out food every night, it's going to be taxed. Yeah, sure, you'll have to do a few grocery store runs or whatever, but it's a lot cheaper than ordering Uber Eats every night. But one day, I really do aspire to make a 5-star Michelin meal. Okay, maybe not that good, but I actually want to be good at cooking one day. I want to be able to cook for the family. Everybody's eating good. I don't want to be completely clueless at cooking. And when you think of essential skills, another really important one is cleaning. And now I'm more glad than ever that my mom taught me how to clean growing up and was telling me to clean my damn room.
I mean, cleaning isn't a hard skill. It's just you have to get into the habit of doing it. But I don't get my room. Like, my room, I try not to, like, mess around with too much stuff. It just doesn't get dirty.
whatnot. Because eventually, when you get your own place, you're gonna have to know how to clean it. You do not want your crib looking and smelling like a nuclear biohazard. And if you haven't learned the skill yet, and it is starting to look that way, you gotta pick up the vacuum and clean that shit. If you invite your friends over and your place is completely messy, they're gonna look at you sideways. If you invite a girl over and it's a mess, she is not coming back, bro. So yeah.
That's why, that's why you go to a restaurant for a date, not the house.
A biohazard of a crib does not make a good situation for anybody. Sometimes you may fall behind on cleaning a little bit. We all do. But you can't
Hey
completely...
Ben, do you play Roblox? Bro, you must be a new viewer. Yes, I play Roblox. We just reacted to a Roblox video. You think I just react to Roblox videos? Do you think I react to games I don't play? No.
let go of it. Otherwise, you're just fried. Tying a tie. This isn't one I'd say you'd absolutely
Okay, yeah, I don't know how to tie a tie.
need, but
I can't even tie, like, I can like tie a shoe, but that's the only type of like tie I can do, or like knot. I'm not good at tying knots and stuff.
it's still pretty
Or like untangling stuff.
important. Because I feel like every man will wear a suit in his life at least once. Whether it's a job interview, wedding, funeral, or any other important event. So knowing how to tie a tie is a pretty good skill to have. You could always have somebody at the suit store.
It's not a hard skill to learn though. Like, cooking is kind of hard to learn because you have to cook all the different foods. But tying a tie, like, I think one of the most viewed tutorials on YouTube is just how to tie a tie.
Pre-tie the tie, but knowing how to do it yourself is just the play in my opinion. This one is definitely still in development for me because I'm not exactly clocking into work every day. I just wake up, take 10 steps, and I'm already at my office. But tying a tie is honestly
Bro, this guy's cooked. This guy's cooked.
a lot harder than it looks. I tried a couple of times and I just couldn't get it. I don't know how. It looks so simple. I thought just one how to tie a tie YouTube tutorial would save my ass, but apparently not. I really have to stand there and practice in the mirror.
Bro,
until
sometimes the tutorials, though, the most important part will just be, like, hidden. Like, it'll just be, like, he'll be tying the tie, but it'll be like, behind his hands. I like my steak medium. Yeah, the steak we made, I think it was about medium. It was like, medium well. It was still good, though. I think medium rare is, like, the best. I think Gordon Ramsay, I'm pretty sure Gordon Ramsay likes his steak, like, rare. And I also saw Mr. Beast, who's in there's a cooking YouTuber I watch. Mr. Beast was in it. Mr. Beast said, he actually said this, chat, this is a quote. Mr. Beast said he likes his steaks like a tire. It's actually crazy. Like, how do you even eat that?
I get it down. But you know what? It's the way to do it. That's how you learn. But now we got driving. Driving, this one does not need much explaining at all. Everybody needs to know
Yeah, you should know how to drive. That's an essential.
how to drive. You can't even really do anything in your life independently without being able to drive. You can Uber, but it's just extremely expensive depending on how far the drive is. So having a car, a license, and being able to drive, it's pretty much a must. You
Yeah.
gotta get from point A to B
I
somehow.
think driving isn't that hard, though. Chat, I heard a story about, like, a little kid that wanted McDonald's, so he, like, drove his parents' car after watching, like, a 10-minute YouTube video on how to drive a car. Like, if you're gonna do a golf cart, I feel like the laws of, like, traffic laws are probably the most important part of, like, learning how to drive. The actual, like, driving part, I feel like it isn't that hard. Because cars get simpler and simpler.
Once you get to a certain age, you gotta get that license, bro. I know a lot of people are ducking the license, but I'm telling you, it's life-changing. Once you get it, it just makes shit a lot easier. You won't need a ride everywhere 24/7. You can cop your very own whip. Hell, you could go to a parking lot and do donuts if you really want to. It's
Yeah.
just liberating, bro. It's done. It's behind you. You don't have to worry
A lot
about
of
the
people like driving, too.
damn driving
Like, it's
test
soothing.
anymore. But honestly, the driver's test really isn't too difficult. At least for me, it wasn't. I literally went to get my license as soon as possible so I could just get it over with. Learning how to drive definitely is a huge learning curve as well. But I'm telling you though, once you really get used to it, it just becomes automatic. Filing taxes. Once you get your first job,
Yes. I actually know, I mean, I doubt I know how to do all of it, but Chad, I gotta do a class in school on, like, how to do taxes. It's important, though, because you always have to pay taxes. Even if you don't have, like, a job, and you're under 18, you still pay taxes. Like, I saw this clip of a guy, like, raging at a kid because he didn't pay taxes. But kids still pay taxes. Like, if you buy anything, you still have to pay taxes, because stores have taxes.
And you are now employed, you gotta know how to pay your taxes. Because if
But
you
you
don't
don't have to do anything crazy. It's just like it's a percentage more.
know how, obviously it will lead to a ton of problems. The government will be on your ass, so you gotta pay.
Will they, though? You gotta make, like, even if the IRS won't, like, go after you unless, like, they do random selections, and then if you're in the random selections and you didn't pay your taxes right, then they send you, like, a letter saying you didn't pay your taxes, and then if you don't do that, then I think there's problems. But it takes a lot for the IRS to actually go after you.
You could make the whole process easier by getting an accountant to file them for you, which is
How much is an accountant? I feel like an accountant is a good investment.
what I do, bro. I'm not fucking doing that shit, man. Out of all the skills on this list, I feel like this would definitely be the hardest one to learn. But I mean, regardless, I still feel like it is important to know the process on how to pay taxes.
Yeah.
I mean, you're legally required.
You should at least understand it, because then you know, like, why, like, you know that a percentage of money is going to be gone, so you can't spend all your money.
To do it. Because if your accountant just goes ghost and drops off the face of the earth, or you just
Like, I think one time Mr. Beast, I listened to this, like, podcast Mr. Beast did. Mr. Beast, like, what was it? I kind of forget, but he, like, didn't pay his taxes, because he reinvests all his money back into the videos.
decide you don't want an accountant, you gotta know the process. Social skills. With the rise of phones and social media and all that, there's a lot of people lacking in that department. Sometimes people don't really have socialization in their day-to-day life, which is something that you absolutely need.
Yeah, that's probably the most important skill.
Which, once again, is the reason why I'm really trying to work on my social skills. Because in order to navigate life and communicate properly, you really have to develop your social skills. And if that means talking to randoms in public, joining a club, or some kind of other social activity, definitely make this a goal to have it unlocked if you don't already. And socializing is something that I'm definitely not the greatest at, but as I continue to work on it, I start to feel more and more confident every day. And with phones constantly being in our faces 24/7, I'm sure some of us can
Yeah, phones are, like, the worst for that.
agree that we, as a collective, gotta work on our social skills. The progress I made these past 5 years has been crazy, because right after the pandemic, like 2020,
The pandemic made everyone go back, like, 5 years in development.
I was nervous to even order a burger. Like, it was just embarrassing, bro. But anyways, moving on. Time management skills. A big problem in the modern day has got to be time management. I feel like a lot of people lose track of time easily due to distractions, which causes them to be late, behind on tasks, or just overall out of the loop. Being able to have a consistent schedule that you stick to is
I added shelves to Walmart W Pool Productions.
extremely valuable. You'll notice your productivity increase so much more.
After this, react to Taylor Green. What's Taylor Green?
Everything in your day-to-day life will just
Maybe I
become
will.
a lot easier. For example, if I had good time management skills, I would have had this video recorded already. It's 3:42 in the afternoon, bro. I should have been done with this. I was supposed to do this like
What is Taylor Green?
right when I woke up, but I ended up getting wrapped
Everyone just saying to react to it. I don't know what it is.
up in some
I love Taylor Green. Well, I don't know what Taylor Green is. Like, 3 different people are trying to tell me that he's a nature YouTuber? Okay.
other shit. So I definitely
Maybe I will then.
do need to work on my
That sounds
time
interesting.
management skills as well, because I'm always picking up my phone in between tasks, and it just gets me completely distracted.
But phones are like the worst addiction. But they're not actually that bad, because the effects, like, the worst addictions aren't the amount you're addicted to, it's like the effects of it. But I think phones are, like, I feel like drugs are probably worse.
And then I completely forget
Maybe not, though. It depends the levels.
at whatever the hell I was doing. Like, that exact phenomenon happened while I was recording this video. I picked up my phone, watched some bullshit ass video, and wasted like 10 minutes. Like, I don't know what I was gonna do with
Bro! Whose baby is this? This baby is gonna grow up to be a legend.
that information.
Is this a
How
real baby or is it like AI or something?
it was gonna help me get my work done? I don't fucking know. It's just annoying because I get sucked into whatever's on my phone. Okay, I did not need to phrase it like that. That's crazy. But yeah, point being,
What?
your
That didn't even sound bad. Chat. I want to react to Taylor Green now because you guys are all trying to hype me. You guys are all hyping Taylor Green up. Oh wait, I've actually seen this guy's channel before. Which one should we do? 1,000 mosquitoes versus blood. 1,000 watermelon, or 1,000 mealworms versus watermelon. 1,000 ants versus obstacles. Older videos. The weirdest one. Well, 1,000 mosquitoes versus blood looks like a good one. What's his most popular? My best pets of 2025. I got a pet bloodworm. 1,000 ants versus Black Widow. I wanna see this one. Chat, 1,000 ants versus Black Widow.
When a shopping cart
I've never reacted to something like this. Most of the stuff I've been reacting to is just like Roblox videos. Okay, what's with this ad? This ad is not progressing at all. And the skip button is invisible. Okay. Let's wait.
Have to fight a
Yeah. I have seen this guy's channel before though. This guy is I don't know what I was about to say, but this is gonna be fire.
If 1,000 ants had to fight a Black Widow, what would actually happen? Would the spider's venom come out on top, or would the sheer number of ants overwhelm her? Well, in
How strong is the venom? Because I feel like the venom doesn't immediately do it. It would have to be just a few fangs, just rip apart the ants.
this video, I'm gonna test ants against that and tons of other interesting scenarios to see how strong ants really are.
The only problem is I don't have 1,000 ants. Thankfully, I found this website that sells just that. And the coolest thing is
$300 for 1,000 ants? And it's mystery species. Wait, so one ant is $3? Bro, that's a huge scam. I could go outside, pick up an ant, but that's free.
it's a mystery species, meaning we might actually get something really good. $300. Let's just add this to the cart.
And I bought the most expensive shipping option to make sure the ants would arrive without any dying during the shipping.
Oh, I am so excited. As long as I get a good species, it's gonna be so fun to watch these go against the Black Widow and everything else I have planned for them.
Anyways, I brought them to the recording area and opened up the package.
Bro, the ants are gonna beat the Black Widow. I feel like they just have to. 1,000 ants. The Black Widow, even if the Black Widow's venom insta-kills, like, every single ant, the Black Widow just can't keep up.
And I was kind of surprised by what I found.
Nah, are they in here? Oh
But
my
he's probably gonna do the YouTuber thing, where the thing you've been waiting for is at the very end.
gosh, okay, there actually is like 1,000. Okay, at least I didn't get scammed.
Since they were in a pill bottle, I couldn't really get a good look at them, so I got a clear container and dumped them all inside. Instantly, you could now see the true scale of what 1,000 ants actually looks like. And at least, I think it's 1,000. I'm not counting all these guys. And after analyzing the species, I realized that these were harvester ants.
It's like $1 every 3 ants. Oh yeah, I said every ant was $3. That's my bad. So that's like 35 cents for an ant. Oh, okay, that's more reasonable.
Which are equipped with venomous
still a lot.
stingers. And massive mandibles, meaning yes, this was actually going to be...
I would probably get like 90 ants to fight a spider. Yeah, I feel like then it would be more even. I think it would be like 60, 40, 60 being the ants.
a very interesting video with everything I was going to test.
Now, for these 1,000 ants to be able to fight a Black Widow, we first
Wait, that's 1,000 ants?
need to get them in a nest. And well, everyone say hello to the Terra Jar. It's like Terra Green, except I replaced
Bro, this guy's house has so much crazy stuff. Imagine just like one of his jars is left open or cracks. He just has to buy a new house.
Green with a jar. Anyways, let me go and dump all these guys in here. Be free, everyone. This is way bigger than that tiny pill bottle you were in.
Right away, you could see the ants starting to move around on top of the soil. Now, you might be thinking that this isn't enough space for the ants. Well, it actually is, because this is specifically designed for the ants to dig out tunnels all along the sides of the glass. And as the video progresses, we're gonna see their nests get crazier and crazier. And yeah, most of the ants were kind of going crazy trying to climb up the glass, but after leaving them alone for only a few hours, you could see they were already starting to construct their tunnel system. Each of the
Bro, why does it feel like animals are on like a lower FPS? Like, chat, have you, like, not just bugs, like, I went outside one time and I saw this squirrel, and then the squirrel like twitched, and it was like a 2 FPS, like, there was no in between. when it twitched. It was just like it was in one position and then it was in another. In like 1 second. I don't know why animals do that. It's not just bugs or squirrels. Like I think dogs and cats are like normal and stuff like that, but like some animals are just like they're so twitchy.
Worker ants would pick up singular grains of sand from the tunnels, walk up to the surface, drop the sand, and go back down
Like
to
look at these, they're so fast.
repeat the
They're not actually going that fast though. It's just their movements are like twitchy and jumpy and fast.
process. And when you have 8,000 ants, you can see they dig out a pretty good amount in only just an hour of this time-lapse footage.
Oh yeah, it's sick to see the ants already starting to build their nest, and it should be fully dug out by the end of the video. Anyways, as you know, I'll be putting these guys to the test against a black widow. But before then, I have all of these different training activities to prepare the ants
Is this a cricket?
for the final spider boss. Second
That's gonna be the cricket. That's gonna be water. I'm not sure what that is. That looks like maybe some like beetle crawling out of some dirt. And then that's a Venus flytrap.
up, we're gonna see how fast they can take down some prey. Yup, we've got a cricket. Oh my gosh, crickets hate me, and sorry buddy, you are gonna be, well, I guess you guys will just see what's about to happen.
And well, right after dropping the cricket in, literally within like a nanosecond, the ants were swarming it. I thought it would only take like a couple minutes, but no. This cricket was already pinned down, getting venom injected into him. As I said earlier,
Wait, ants have venom?
each of these ants is equipped with
Are these red ants?
a venomous stinger. That is obviously not
Oh,
super
I didn't hear
deadly
that.
to humans, but to crickets, when there's like 20 ants repeatedly stinging you, you're kind of done for. Yep, ants don't play around when there's a threat near their nest, and you can see over the next 30 minutes, the cricket stayed completely surrounded by the
I wonder if you had enough of that ant venom, then would it actually poison you?
ants. And I'm guessing they already started to rip its antennas off and stuff to get a
Cause like bees, like they hurt and they sting and it swells like, but it swells like nothing. Cause the things are so small. But like, if you had enough bee venom, like how much would it take to like kill you?
tasty meal to spread with the rest of the colony.
Dang, that was cool to watch. Anyways, it's getting late, so I think I'm gonna go and put this bucket on top of the ants so it's dark for them. I'm gonna go to sleep, and hopefully when I wake up, there's gonna be tons more tunnels. Anyways, yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning.
And over those next 10 hours, the ants made their tunnels so much larger and more intricate than before. And on the back, they even had tunnels all the way down at the bottom, with ants actively walking about the whole system.
Anyway, ants, it's
Bro, Minecraft ant in a jar civilization would be so cool. Like, imagine you in a jar, and then you have to, like, live like an ant, and you have to make tunnels, but it's in Minecraft. That would be a fire Minecraft SMP or civilization or something.
8 a.m. and that means it's time. As you can see, the alarm's going off. It's time for challenge number 3. Let's get these ants trained
I predicted it. It was a beetle coming out of sand.
even more.
Maybe
For
I
this
said
training,
dirt.
I have to pick up one unlucky ant and transport him to the ant lion pit. If you don't know
Bro, chat, ants are so strong. Like, you can, like, step on an ant, even, like, tear an ant apart, and it'll still be alive for, like, a few seconds.
what an ant lion is, well, this is it. It's just a tiny little bug that has actually evolved over millions of years to be an expert at taking down ants. Basically, when you go and put them on the floor,
I thought they were way bigger than that.
they start to dig themselves under the ground, and then they just go around digging. And I have 9 more of these guys, which I spread across the whole tank. And as you can see, they all dig around, making these little lines in the ground. But after waiting a few hours, you can
Bro, that's scary. That's kind of like when you see, like, a shark fin in the water. It's like that, but it's sand.
see that each of the ant lions had actually dug out their own little pits in the ground, and when an ant walks into the bottom of them, they're basically cooked.
All right, ant, I'm gonna put you right at the start.
Bro, this ant is like that cricket.
And at the end, I'm gonna put some
At the start.
breadcrumbs so you can bring back to the colony if you survive this.
And without
There are probably tens of thousands of those on every beach. This seems like more of a desert thing than a beach thing. I feel like these wouldn't handle water.
further ado, I let the ant loose. Let's see if he can get the bread to
And beaches have water like pretty shallow into the sand.
feed the colony.
Like if you dig.
Immediately, he started to explore around the sand area. He had no idea that he was constantly walking near these pits of death. And eventually, he took a wrong step and stumbled
probably
inside of
there
them.
are.
These pits are specifically designed to make the ants trip into them, but the ant lion at the bottom must have been sleeping or something, because nothing happened and the ant was just able to walk out. But if you look closely, this caused the ant lion to wake up. He was now active and armed, with his mandibles now throwing up sand in case the ant walked in again. And over the next few minutes, the ant did just that.
Bro, this sand looks like rice. Why are the sand grains so big?
He kept
Maybe the camera's just like hyper zoomed in.
walking inside of the pit, but the antlion just could never quite snap on the ant at the right time. Well, that was until this. You see, this is paused footage, but basically if we unpause it, you can see exactly what happens when an antlion gets a hold of the ant.
So it's gonna be fast.
The antlion started to bring the ant underground, and within a few seconds, it was like there was never anything even here.
Wait, where even is the ant? I thought that was the antlion going down there.
I thought it was over, and you could tell
The ant has negative 100,000 IQ. Well, there's nothing for it to do. Like, chat, if you ever, like, lose something or just don't know what to do and you just start doing random stuff, repeating the same thing, that I feel the ant's probably like that. There's nothing for it to do.
by the sand moving that the ant was getting pulled further and further underground. But all of a sudden, I saw this. A little bit of the ant's head had poked out of the
Bro! He should not let the ant die. This ant should be like the king.
ground. He somehow was fighting
I don't think ants have kings, but he should be the first ever ant king.
back and must have been using its stinger to try and escape. I immediately rushed back and recorded with my other camera, and what I saw was so weird. The ant had somehow made it out from under the sand, but it
Bro, these antlions are weak. They look small. The antlions look smaller than the actual ants.
wasn't trying to escape. In fact, it was using its front leg
These look like these are probably a different species of ants than the ones that antlions get.
to try and dig back under the ground.
Bro, what the heck? Why is this ant?
Wait, he's gonna eat the antlion? Bro, antlion versus an ant 1v1.
Digging like a dog. He's literally using his front legs to dig in the sand where he almost just got killed. Bro, this guy's crazy. Nah, bro, if you want to be eaten by an antlion that bad, I will gladly put you right there. Have fun, buddy.
And right after putting him in this pit, this antlion also woke up and eventually snapped
See, the antlion's smaller. But maybe that helps it go through the sand more, and you could just pull the ant down there, and it'll just be like ripped apart because of the sand.
at the ant, and it once again started to pull him underground. But miraculously, this ant was able to fight back once again and somehow broke free, immediately ran out of the hole.
Well, because I think it's the wrong species. I think the other species, like, I don't think antlions are meant to go after these ants. Because he got a mystery species of ants.
And straight over to the breadcrumbs to claim his prize. Nah, this ant tricked me to have me move him closer to the bread,
Bro, it's gonna take so long for this ant to die.
and now he somehow won the challenge.
Nah, bro, there is something up with
Actually, that is called antlion larva, so that's why it's small.
these ants. I'm being dead serious. How on earth did he escape the antlion
It's not larva, though. Larva's like worms.
pit over here? And how on earth did he escape this one and then know to go to the bread? And now he's trying to bring bread back to the colony. Bro, well played. You survived. I'll bring you and all the bread back to the colony.
So I brought it all over to the nest, and the entire colony was
Okay, he didn't make him die. Bro, W ant.
clearly super
I'm rooting for the ants now.
excited.
I was kind of rooting for the spider, but now I'm rooting for the ants.
Because they all swarmed the bread and started taking little pieces of it underground. Anyways, I went and waited a few hours and came back to find the nest even bigger once again. The ants still are not done with their training sessions, and next up, we gotta see if they can survive some Venus
This one better be cool.
traps for some food. So I immediately picked up some of the workers to bring them to the fly trap minefield, completely decked
Oh, these look so cool. I'd like to have like a Venus flytrap.
out with tons of Venus flytrap
Well, larva's not entirely worm-like animals. Yeah, but wait, it isn't? Oh, I thought it was.
plants.
I thought it was all like, you know, like what you think of.
For the food on this obstacle,
Like, you don't think of an antlion when you think of larva.
we got a gorilla. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
That ant sacrificed everything for the colony? Well, not really, because he's still alive. He didn't sacrifice his life.
It's packaged in this. Basically what it is just a
A Venus flytrap is kind of possible to get your finger out of it. Well, these are so small, your finger wouldn't even be able to get in it.
bunch of oats. And I'm just gonna feed these to the ants. Let's put them inside.
I don't know how these work.
You see, each Venus flytrap
I think he's gonna explain it.
has these tiny little trigger hairs inside of them, and when something touches them, it causes them to close.
So it's not like alive like an animal. It's almost like a robot. It's like a function. Like, you touch these hairs, and then it triggers it. It's like a light switch. It's not like a living thing. They are alive, like a plant is alive, but
And if I carefully put the oats in
not
between
the
the
same.
hairs without hitting any of them, I can basically just put the food in here, which will make the ants have to carry them out. But it was actually pretty hard to get the oats perfectly inside, so I ended up just spreading the oats everywhere around the tank.
Alright, let's see how the ants do in here. I have a feeling they're not gonna do too well, but yeah, we'll see.
Immediately, the ants had started to swarm out the tube that I'd put them in, and they were probably really confused of why they were all just transported away from their nest. And for a little while, they kind of just walked around, investigating their new environment. But that was until a couple minutes later, where this first ant walked up to a Venus flytrap plant. He probably had no idea that these plants were basically alive and wanted to eat him whole. Thankfully, though, this guy was able to walk out
well, all plants are alive.
of the plant
Except for, like, dead plants.
without triggering any of the traps. However, a few minutes later, this ant walked up to another one of the plants, and
Wayna. Oh, sorry, I missed you, Wayna, on Twitch. That's a plant mat. Like confused ants, just like me. Wholesome moment, haha.
this time, all I'll say is he wasn't as lucky. Surprisingly, he wasn't super attracted to the oats, but it did seem like he may have been attracted to the traps themselves. You see, Venus flytraps create a
Bro, that does look like it would taste good.
very thin layer of nectar around the lip of the jaws to lure insects in. And eventually, this ant ended up, well, walking into one, hitting a trigger hair, and just like that, he was now stuck inside of the jaws. As you can see, the ant was just walking around inside trying to escape, and he had no idea what to do. Too bad for this
But
guy.
what
This
song
trap
is
is going to
this?
release a
I'm
type
always
of
hearing
acid
this
over the
song.
next few days to basically just turn him into some nutrients to make the plant even stronger. Now, interestingly enough, pretty much all the ants I had put inside were staying away from the traps and were all grouped up around this corner. In fact,
Because they're smart. Ants are, like, really smart.
they were actually
For,
starting
like, their brain size.
the process of digging some more tunnels. Now, these ants still think they're in the nest. They're just trying to dig. Well, I mean, I guess it's pretty smart if you're not getting eaten by the traps. Because over the next 20 minutes, only one single ant came across another Venus flytrap. This guy. Let's call him Larry. Now, Larry is a daredevil.
Wait, lately, like the skeleton in Clash Royale.
So he was walking all over the jaws of all of these plants, absolutely risking it for the biscuit. But eventually, Larry's luck ran out because of this happened. The jaw had closed on him, leaving
Imagine the ants make a tunnel underground. Well, they did. That was like the first thing he showed them do.
half of his body stuck out of it. But this was actually pretty good for Larry, because it means he had a chance to escape.
Everyone spam W Larry in the comments after you've liked the video.
Using all of his strength, which
Chat, I'm gonna clip this up into a video. For those
he
of you,
is not-
for those of you watching this live.
not very much, he tried pushing himself out of the jaws. But the trap is designed to just get tighter and tighter as time goes on, meaning this ant was doomed. Well, not actually, because I kind of felt bad for Larry, so I cheated nature and used my tweezers to open the trap. I safely got
I mean, this already isn't nature.
Larry out and brought him back to the rest of the colony. Anyways, that training actually went really well. Every single ant survived except one. So I brought them all back to the nest and gave the whole colony a bunch of these little gorilla oats to show my support. As you can see, it didn't take long for some of the ants to start moving the oats down to their intricate tunnel systems. And speaking of these tunnel systems, the last training session I'm putting these ants through before the Black Widow is a flood simulation. Yeah, I'm flooding this ant nest.
That YouTuber is biased to the ants, not letting nature work in its way. Well, like, that ant was stuck inside of the Venus flytrap. It would be stuck there forever. Neither one would win.
Kinda,
Cause, like, think of, like, the amount of ant that the flytrap would even get is, like, nothing.
if I actually flooded this thing, it would kill every single ant. So instead, I've got this thing called the Little Dripper, which as you can see, drips some water droplets very slowly.
Yeah, it might seem kind of lame, but this little bit of water should be enough to eventually collapse part of the ant's tunnel system. And if
Yo, this is gonna be crazy.
it does collapse, if they can fix it quickly, it means they would have passed all my training missions, and that means they're
Either food or death, law of nature, mate. But that would be suffering. Like,
ready for the Black Widow. So I immediately started to drop the little
yeah, he already broke the rules of nature when he bought 1,000 ants.
droplets of water. And initially, the ants were very confused. Some of the droplets were hitting the ants and making them get completely drenched in water. But to my surprise, it almost seemed like the ants wanted to get wet, because more and more of the ants started to gather
Bro, yeah, that's weird. Sometimes bugs will do that.
around where the water was dropping, and eventually a whole pile of ants was getting completely soaked by it. You see, ants are amazing in their ability to work as a team, and in the wild, if a real flood occurred, a massive ant colony would literally join together to make
Bro, wait, this actually, that would be like kind of creepy to see. Like, if I'm swimming in the water, I don't want to see that. But, like, that's kind of cool, though. Just to, like, to see that. See someone suffer to save others. Well, then that's not really, I wouldn't call that suffering, then.
A raft out of their bodies. And that way the important stuff like the queen and eggs could stay on the top and
They
stay
got
dry
brains
to
or no
ensure
brains?
the future of
Well, they have brains, but they're not smart.
the colony. And on a mini scale, this is sort of what the ants are doing here. They're joining together to make a shield out of their bodies that will prevent the water from getting into their tunnels where all the eggs are stored.
Wow, ants are actually amazing. I was totally expecting these
Wait, is that white thing all eggs?
tunnels to just collapse from the water, but it seems like ants have literally evolved to do pretty much anything. I'll remove this water. I don't want to do any more harm. You guys proved to me you're very capable.
They instantly took down the cricket, somehow escaped the ant lions,
They didn't do enough crickets. They should do like 5 crickets.
survived the Venus
The eggs are inside, that's kind of sand. Oh yeah, that's what I meant. It's like an egg sack.
fly traps, and even survived a flood. And throughout that process, they managed to build an awesome nest with a thriving colony.
It is safe to say these ants are ready for my Black Widow. Now this is
Finally! Chat! The part we've all been waiting for.
actually my last Black
Ben stream plus pizza plus max charge equals heaven. Bro, that's fire.
Widow because all the other ones from my other videos have escaped. Yeah.
The spider's gonna win? Really? I think all my YouTube chat thinks the ants are gonna win. I'm rooting for the ants. I'm rooting for Larry.
Don't tell my mom.
But anyways, I went and put the Black Widow in a container so you guys could get a good look at it. And as you can tell, it has that insane, iconic red hourglass abdomen. Wait, sorry. This is my pet robot Black Widow. This is not the real one. Here is the real Black Widow.
That's a
as you
toy?
can tell,
Yeah.
it's extremely creepy.
That is not a toy right there.
And under its glossy black abdomen is where the
Maybe if you're Australian.
red hourglass is located. These guys have an insane amount of venom, so if it even bites a single ant, it's safe to say it's gonna be a goner. Anyways,
Yes, but how does it immediately kill him? Black Widow is written by Marvel. That's what I've been thinking every time I think of everything. Every time he says Black
here
Widow.
is the tank where the final battle will take place. I went and put a few sticks from my backyard, then I put in the Black Widow. Immediately, she started climbing all over the sticks, and I went and waited a little while she sort of settled in and found a nice spot
Marvel is gonna make Black Widow win. They feminist. But this isn't Marvel. This is Taylor Green. Hopefully he doesn't interfere.
to rest. Once she did, I went to the ant nest, scooped a good amount of the workers into a tube, so
Oh,
we could
he's
get
not
this
gonna do
battle
all of
started.
them?
Let's get these ants in.
So it's not really 1,000 versus 1 if he doesn't do all of them.
Here. Let the
But he might. Did he say he's just gonna do a few though?
games begin!
Immediately, the ants started to run out of the tube and down onto the sand. When pretty much all of the ants had made it down to the sand, some started to make their way over to the Black Widow, which was
Why?
just perched right above them on the sticks. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm a pretty impatient guy.
Chat, do bugs sleep? I feel like I've never seen a bug ever sleep. Like, I feel they go into a coma state when they're like babies or when they're in like metamorphosis. But besides then, I don't think bugs sleep. Bugs do rest, but like, do they actually sleep? Do they ever go fully unconscious? Or do they just like, kind of like, just like, stop, but then they're still like, if you touch them, they immediately are awake?
And I couldn't
Because that's what that Black Widow looked like when it was perched.
bear to wait for the battle to start. So I literally picked up the stick myself to bring the spider down to the ants. Immediately, the spider started to run around, and none of the ants really noticed besides this guy. That kind of bit the spider's leg or something and scared it away. The spider tried to escape as fast as it could by climbing the glass, but it was too slick. Once a
Wait, so is the spider scared of these, like, 13 ants that aren't even doing anything?
few other of the ants had noticed a Black Widow was on the ground, they started to jump it. And it was actually pretty funny to watch, because as you can see, there's barely any ants, and the spider was so scared
Bro! Bro,
trying to run
that's so funny.
away at full speed. Bro, you're like the most venomous spider in the world. Why
The ant is acting like he's the most venomous spider in the world.
are you not just fighting back? And yeah, a couple of the ants just kind of continued to terrorize the Black Widow. But the thing is, all of the rest of the ants were kind of just doing their own thing at the other side of the enclosure. I had to make this more interesting, so I had a better plan. I went and picked up all of the ants to bring them back to the nest.
All right, well, I got the Black Widow from the tank, and hey,
Bro, put the Black Widow. Wait, is that all that happens?
the title did say 1,000 ants versus
Yeah,
Black
drop them in there.
Widow. Let's actually put this to the test against 1,000 ants.
And well, I dropped the spider
I feel a little bit bad for the bugs, but not really. They're just bugs.
inside, and it immediately started going crazy, running
Like, this isn't the same as if it was like a dog fighting ring. Like, this is just ants. I think this is cool.
everywhere. And obviously, the ants did not act kindly. Every single worker went on red alert mode and jumped onto the spider,
Bro, the spider can't even handle one ant.
grabbing her with their
One
mandibles
ant that might not have even been attacking him.
and repeatedly stinging it over and
I'm
over.
rooting for the
As you saw
ants.
with the cricket, ants do
Yeah, I
not
am
mess
too.
around with stuff in the
W. Larry.
nest. And to my surprise, the Black Widow
Larry sacrificed his legs for this.
did not even get a chance to fight back. It's actually pretty crazy how quickly the ants had pinned it down and started to devour it. And yeah, well, that's literally all that happened. And that should answer your question of who wins
How do they eat that, though? How much of the spider actually is venom?
in a fight. 1,000 ants definitely wins, and they basically beat everything. There's a reason why ants are the secret king of the animal kingdom, because there's quadrillions of ants around the world.
But they're also so easy to kill. It's just because they're so small.
Final thing, I have an important
Well, I guess if they were big, they'd be even stronger.
message to all the kids and families and parents watching out there. Because the new
I think I lose, you deserve a follow. W.
Terra Green Activity book was just released. No, seriously, we just released this book that we put so much time
See,
in.
chat, this is probably where he makes his money. Through, like, merch and stuff. Because someone said he spent, like, $100,000. I don't know about that, but he probably does spend a lot. And a pretty high quality edited. His equipment probably costs a lot. But yeah. Chat, I'm gonna end stream. Whoever put me on this, thank you. That was a great video. And I think I'll react to more of these. Here. I'm gonna subscribe to him. And yeah, chat. I'm gonna end stream. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, join the